is up YouTube? Frosta here, and Keru back again with another reaction video for all of you. And we're going to be doing a reaction to the Storyteller Fallout Season 1 Episode 14. Think Tanks Big MT. Yep, they're going to be another reaction video, and we're going to be for Fallout and Storyteller cast, and this is requested by Patreon as always. And if you haven't checked out the original video, I'll leave a link in the description down below, so go check it out for yourself and then before coming back to see my reaction. This video request is requested by Nevin Punzel once again. So thank you again, Nevin Punzel. I was not expecting to be requested to do another reaction to these, but hey, why not? Might as well get it over with. Yep, and like I said, link in the description down below. Follow and show the support. Like, comment, subscribe for my channel for more future videos when on the way. Hopefully more future videos that will keep you entertaining, just to keep the channel alive. Be a member of the Patreon or Hobidon squad. It's $1 a month. That's all there is. That being said, without further ado, let's not waste any time and get on to it. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
You've experienced the Fallout series in your own way,
Yes, we
learn
have.
more about its story. Well, to get to the heart of the story,
Of course.
back to the beginning.
It's always got to be the beginning. I mean, then again, stories have to start with a beginning to reach to the end. Presents Chapter 14. Think Tanks. No big
The dog is man's best friend, and the gun is his other best friend. But what if someday man could
Oh my
experience
goodness.
the love of a loyal hound
Oh
and
boy.
the happiness of a warm gun simultaneously?
What?
That day is at hand, thanks to the power of science.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Minds have collaborated on the fluid
Are they
intelligence
merging a
dog
gun with a
ordinance.
dog?
Fido! A miracle
Sounds like
of
it.
ballistic zoology that combines floppy-eared alertness with the stopping power of a 44
Is that the brain of a
Take
dog?
that, commie spies. Take that, bullies. Take that, Richie Marcus.
Richie Marcus? Oh wow. Richie Marcus.
The great minds
I don't know who
of the
this Richie
21st
Marcus
century
is, but he
created
seems like a
fantastic
jerk or something.
technology that their ancestors
I mean,
couldn't even
blowing his
imagine.
head off
They shot machines
seems a
into
bit
space, built
extreme,
robots
but
too small to see, and harnessed the power of the atom. They also made all of the horrors that ruined the world, and many of those scientific horrors still
dear.
plague us today. Forced evolutionary virus, nuclear warheads, orbital weapon platforms.
I
It's
hate
chilling to think that the
hate
minds who
nuclear
created
weapons.
such
They're
things
not.
might
They're
still
never
be out
fun.
there, but
Me
they
too.
are. Still thinking up new ways to kill, torture, and mutilate. About 350 years
Humans
ago,
are weird.
America was celebrating a war that they won by using the first atomic
Japan
bomb.
surrendered. Oh
The
yeah,
whole
World War
country was
II.
inspired by the potential that atomic energy promised. They dreamed of a future.
But I think
where
that
atomic
humans in our
rocket
world
ships
are
flew
not
through
as
the
extreme
sky,
as this.
Atomic cars raced through the
They're
streets,
flawed, but
and giant robots
not as flawed
defended
as
America's
this.
shores.
Yeah.
Atomic death rays. At first, that view of the future only appeared in movies, the old two-dimensional holotapes of the 20th century. But by the middle of the 21st century,
those are some weird
the
robots.
future had arrived, and it looked exactly
This
how
is the Fallout
America thought it
robots.
would. What had once been science fiction had become science fact. The wasteland holds monuments to some of the people who brought about that future. The Robco factory still stands, as does the old Chrysler factory, Poseidon Energy Reactors, and of course, Vault-Tec vaults. The
Vault
big
Tech
boys all built their
vaults.
facilities to last.
Those
But
things.
some of America's greatest pre-war minds engaged in secret work that was best kept out of the public eye. These masters of the ethical paradigm shift called themselves the Think Tank. This group of eggheads
Oh, that's the
engaged
name
in
of the
sort radical,
team.
theatrical, impossible
Oh,
science that was once the stuff of comic books. They concealed their laboratories deep within a complex.
You know, that does
called
sound like
Big
it came out of a
Mountain,
comic
where their
book.
innumerable crimes against humanity
Why am I
and
not
nature
surprised?
were hidden beneath miles of stone. There they constructed facilities to research new ways to fight
You know, we have
America's
underground
wars.
facilities in
Titanic robot
Canderopolis
scorpions
zone.
with laser stingers.
Yeah,
Cybernetic enhancements
with extreme
for man
security.
and beast.
No one can ever sneak
New
in.
stealth suit technology that was surprisingly
The
talkative
stealth
for a
suits
stealth
look
suit.
fun.
innovative new toxins to kill foreign soldiers by the thousands. Every day at Big Mountain was like a science fiction double feature.
Yeah, of course it is.
Triple feature.
Triple. It has to be triple. Scientists. We have the best scientists in our world as well.
Applied with
Create
extreme
new inventions and new discoveries.
Big Mountain maintained its own prison camp, where imprisoned Chinese and
Did you just advertise the Wonder 3's science facility in Kandaropolis Zone? They said the next time we ever do a reaction together, I would advertise it for them. I don't even think the people who are watching our videos can even go to our world.
In the camp at Big Mountain. There are even a few of those old prisoners still alive in that camp today, turned into ghouls when the bombs fell 200 years ago.
Oh dear.
Centuries trapped at Big Mountain by their slave collars.
Ugh.
A horrid
I feel sorry for these people.
Suspected commies.
So do I.
And there weren't enough communist prisoners for their
I'm still working on my new look. I'm still going through an evolution. I won't look like this.
They distributed their technologies around
so I can get better reaction.
Military towns like Hopeville. In one instance, they even provided a resort town with fabulous devices like holograms, self-sustaining vending machines, and the most advanced auto docks in the wasteland. But the think tank took its pound of flesh. The experimental technology turned entire cities into proving grounds, often with disastrous results.
This is very disturbing. I do not like this.
Meddling, as is a peculiar red mist that chokes the life out of anyone who ventures into the wrong part of the wasteland.
I second that. I don't like it either.
To benevolent use ended up going
what has science done to these people?
They designed a series of bodysuits to autonomously transport wounded soldiers away from battlefields, but they ended up as ambulatory body bags for the vengeful bones of long.
Yikes!
Even something as harmless as a toaster became a bloodthirsty killing machine once the think.
Oh no! Not even our toasters aren't safe.
Modules. Sometime before the Great War, the scientists of the think tank developed a weapon so powerful that it blew the top of their mountain right off.
Yikes!
Since then, Big Mountain has been a huge crater that forms a natural barrier between the think tank and the rest of the wasteland. Keeps most folk out, and mercifully keeps the think tank inside. The 6 scientists who ran the place back then survived the Great War.
These sick eggheads. These 6 eggheads.
The big empty.
I said 6 instead of 6.
Everyone else who inhabited
you can't tell because I'm because my microphone.
Radiation or more gruesome means, but those 6 scientists were mighty tenacious about continuing their research for as long as possible.
Yeah, they look determined.
As their bodies aged, they decided to preserve their precious brains in new mechanical bodies.
Of course!
Transferring a living
that was an advertisement to Opera GX, which I already have for free.
Men and women
also, brains in jars, another way to cheat immortality.
Brain got left behind in their
immortality is overrated. I'm just telling you this right now, people. Immortality is overrated. It's not worth it.
The long-term effects of floating in biomed gel hasn't helped them any either. They go by mysterious code names like Dr. Zero, 8, or Klein. Their original names are lost to them. Maybe
that's their faces
damage during their transformation, or it might be some math nerd's idea of a joke. Klein is some sort of de facto leader, mostly by default, since the others are too incompetent to do much more than break things around their lab, ran about communists, or indulge their remaining biological urges. At some point after they transferred their brains into those floating cases, Klein had a falling out with a Dr. Mobius, and Mobius set up shop in a region of
Dr. Mobius
he calls the Forbidden Zone. From there, he pesters.
You know, I heard of the Forbidden Zone, but not the one you're thinking of.
It all sounds silly when you're nice and safe out here in the wasteland, but there are people who've been inside the Big Empty, seen firsthand the nightmares within. Just about all of them ended up captured by robots and had their brains scooped out. Normally, getting brain pulled out would spill the.
You're not getting my brain.
The automated surgeons.
Me neither.
Are programmed to cram in a bunch of electronics and a Tesla coil.
If we ever enter this, remind me to hire the army and raid this place and shut it down for good, sir.
The brainless workforce, keeping the remaining.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Empty together. Beyond their janitorial duties, they just shamble around growling and attack anyone they see who still has a skull full of gray matter. An energy barrier around the crater prevents
attack
the
first
from escaping.
Or freeze. I will freeze this entire place into a frozen Antarctica.
Inside its body can walk.
You won't be able to do anything now if you're frozen solid.
Many of the evils of the Mojave came out of Big Mountain. Those giant poisonous bugs.
Don't believe me?
Cazadors,
just try me.
Were engineered by one of the crackpots in the think tank. That same fellow
Those
thought
are some
it would be a
giant
bright idea
bugs.
to crossbreed a rattlesnake with a coyote. The resulting abominations escaped to plague the Mojave. They slink around the desert at night, preying on the unwary. Travelers have died with the sound of a night stalker's rattle still echoing around them. There have only
Those
been
are some nasty creatures.
who got inside the place and back out with their brains intact. The lure of buried relics from before the war is a powerful temptation for folk who are so enamored of the past that they can't appreciate the wonders that the present holds. The disgraced Brotherhood of Steel Elder went there in search of the means to help the Brotherhood defeat the new California Republic. The place was like a bank vault, just waiting for him to crack it open. Elijah's Brotherhood training with the pre-war technology allowed him to easily outmatch the Think.
This is some dangerous technology.
For a while.
Oh, they're all in floating brain jars. They've gone mad with power.
Hidden treasure trove of pre-war wonders. By the time he broke out of the Big Empty, he had everything he needed to pull off a heist at some legendary city of gold. The think tank is a little eccentric, but they're still dangerous. Elijah was a rare man, an expert in the equipment found around the Big Empty.
Okay.
Others who stumbled across the think tank had a harder time evading them. A man like Elijah drew plenty of attention, and one of the Brotherhood's splinter groups sent out an assassin to stop whatever he was up to.
Of
that
course.
Assassin, she didn't fare as well. Got caught by the think tank, had her brain all poked up by one of their malfunctioning autodocs.
Oh
She
dear.
got out of there eventually, with most of her brain still working. Then she headed off after Elijah again, this time with a better stealth suit and an ever-growing grudge against the man.
Oh
The only other
boy.
humans who've set foot in the Big Empty and walked back out, mostly intact, are a pair of couriers. One of them wasn't so much concerned with buried technology as he was with speaking to people who were alive back before the war. The think tank might just be brains in jars now, but they were once red-blooded Americans in the days when great nations stretched all the way over the continent. It's hard to find a person who remembers that firsthand. The think tank had 5 of them in one room. To a man trying to reawaken a nation, that's an opportunity worth braving the lobotomites and robo-scorpions. The other courier seems to have stumbled across the place by accident. No grand quest for knowledge, vengeance, or truth, just bought a ticket to the midnight show of a sci-fi marathon that went on longer than expected. Even though they are just fragments of their former selves, the think tank used to be some of the greatest minds that humanity had to offer. They brought about achievements in science that prove humanity is the most advanced life form on Earth. But Earth is just one small planet in a vast universe, and we are not alone. We have been visited by a malevolent race from beyond the stars who are as far above us as we are above the amoeba. For centuries, they have observed us from afar with envious eyes. But that is a story for another day.
Oh. Wow, that's interesting. Indeed. Well, that was interesting. Indeed. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. What were your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, take care, have a great day, and be safe. And don't forget to subscribe to my cousin's channel. You guys are amazing. Stay well, fellow Hobidon troops. I look forward to see you on the battlefield. Take care. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work. That's Keru for you. Like what he said. Have a good day. Be safe. Most important, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch y'all later. Make sure to wash your hands. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Help me first! I'll save you! Woohoo! He's already gone!
Yeah, but that backflip though.